Yes.
Well, that was exciting.
Love it. Hello.
Hello there. Welcome to All About the Bass. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Lee.
And Lee, what are we looking at today?
So we have the new additions. Again, we've probably seen, we've got some P-bass videos elsewhere. We've got the Jazzes for you today. So the new addition to the Fender Jazz range, which we've got one of these, which is the Elite Jazz Bass. So we thought we'd just go through today again, just standard versus the professional versus the elite, and just to see what the main tonal difference is and benefits are. So going up the range.
Okay, well I guess we should probably start with the standard then,
absolutely, yeah. I'll tell you what, let me just grab that and I'll plug this one in. So you're looking, again, like the P-bass, Just shy of £600, just underneath. So 594. I believe, to be specific. and yeah, it's your classic jazz bass setup. So based on what was released in 1960. So that was purely to give a bit more tonal options against the P bass instead of just having the one split pickup. You got the added bridge pickup to give you a little bit more of a punch. Okay. They contoured the body instead of being a bit more of a sort of slabbed body. You got a little bit more contouring, so it's meant to be a little bit more comfortable. They slimmed down the neck as well, so it's a little bit easier down the very low end.
So really the jazz bass was designed with improvements to the P bass. That was the idea, right? More tonal options.
That's it.
Nicer feel.
Yeah, kind of like a deluxe at the time, like a deluxe version of the P bass.
Right.
And then since then, it's rumoured that apparently it's around sort of 70% or around that 75% of all music since the release is using that sort of combination of J bass pickups, because it's two at the same time, both pickups on, big full rounded sound, you know. So a well used bass around the world. So
okay. Now, so what are the features on this then? The standard. This is made in Mexico, right?
This is a Mexican standard, yes. So this is the Mexican built edition of the jazz bass. So that's the standard jazz bass pickups you get here. You've got 2 volumes, so a volume for each pickup, and an overall tone as well. Okay. So you've got the standard bridge, standard hardware. This is an alder body, maple neck. This one's a rosewood fingerboard, and again we have these in plenty of different colours and all different neck shapes and neck types, maple and rosewood. And yeah, this is in the sunburst finish. Obviously, this is, even with having these two next to each other, it's quite interesting. Just even the sunburst, I was looking at this just in the corner. It's very different. Like there's a bit more red in this, and a little bit more. A little bit more time in the finishing of it, possibly. That gives you a slightly nicer colour, but then each to his own. Well,
there's got to be. I mean, you're paying a lot more money for this, right? So there's got to be some benefit to it. So
yeah. I mean, this one.
What's the mark on the back?
This one is a little bit. They gave up round this bit, but this is So it's very, very similar. This is. Just that slightly more finishing, they paid more attention in there. I can see straight away this is a string-through body as well you can use,
and this is going to be nicer wood, right?
They use a slightly higher grade of alder and maple. All the components involved will be of that higher quality.
All right then. Well, shall we have a listen to that then?
Yeah, love it. So I'll put both pickups on full tone.
I'll have a fiddle about while you're playing. I'll have a little fiddle around.
Yeah, cool.
And we'll see what it can do.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
That sounds very nice to my ears. I'm digging that.
Lovely.
What are you saying? What is it? What is it saying to you?
I mean, I'm a little bit biased because I've been playing jazz basses for a long time.
So you're the man then, aren't you? You know how to play these things.
Just feels, for me, I think I got used to the way they feel. But I was naturally drawn to the jazz bass just purely when I was starting off is that thinner neck, especially down the low end where you're doing all the practicing, the string spacing and everything like this.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing, oh my God, where are we? So 17 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a lot of that was the main problem I found when I was first started off is just the string spacing and one finger per fret down this end. Right. I tried a few at the time and this was just always the most comfortable for me. So, but again, just come in, it might not be the one for you, but we've got plenty of options between the J and the P, and then everything else we're opening up to, and at the moment with our bass department, there's plenty of choice. So
expanding rapidly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well that's the standard.
That is the standard, yeah.
All right, and then after that we're going up to
the professional, which is the new standard, as it were. The American standard has now been updated to the professional series. So with these, you've got again sort of narrow, taller frets, so it's meant to improve the intonation.
Right.
The jazz bass neck is slightly different to the P bass. On the American Pro range, the P bass uses the 63 profile neck. This is now a modern slim C, which is very, very thin.
Right.
Again, even thinner than what I've always been used to personally. So down the end, again, it's even more comfortable. So for some people, may not be for yourself, but it's really easy to access the low notes on this. Okay. Upgraded pickups, so there are the V-Mod jazz bass pickups. Again, which give a little bit more boldness to the sound, a bit more rounded. Right. High mass bridge, bone nut. Again, these come with elite cases now as well, so real good quality.
Getting a nice case. It's got to be worth a couple £100.
Absolutely.
You talk about V-Mod. I presume that's some sort of vintage style, is it, that they're trying to get back to?
Yeah, trying to keep the vintage quality to the tone, but still give a little bit more of a versatility, a little bit more of a modern take on it, as it were. So
is that vintage?
Yes, I think it's vintage modern.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So try and keep it through. But you've got also the string through body on this, which again we've talked about in the P-bass video. Not too sure what sort of difference it makes in the sound. It's meant to give again a little bit more sustain.
I'm sure there's people out there who will.
You can tell us.
Yeah, we're very glad to tell us.
Yes.
Cool. Well, listen, man. Put it through its paces. Let's hear this one.
Lovely stuff. So I'll try and play something very similar to what I'm doing, but
I'll have a whittle about. I'm going to start off with you on the back pickup. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
Nice.
We'll go through that, and we'll do some tone, and then I'll do the front pickup, and then we'll do both.
Love it. Nice. Right.
Well, do you know what? That sounds nice, man. That's got a really nice sound to it.
It is, and again, so this slightly slimmer neck. I think I'm growing to it. Initially, when I saw it in the shop and it came through, I was like, what is that? I don't think they need to go any thinner.
Yeah.
But
it all comes down to what you're used to, right?
Exactly. So I'm used to these basses. So I think.
But it's amazing.
Like that.
You only need to be playing it for a short amount of time, and it's amazing how you adapt. I noticed that with basses and guitars.
Yeah.
Initially, they feel like really alien.
Yeah.
Even tiny differences, but then after a while, it
just becomes natural. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, man. Well, that's
great.
That's very nice. Now, should we talk about the differences in sort of parts between these two?
It's really that they said they just use a slightly higher mass bits of hardware.
So this is cast, right? So this is
yes.
Is it cast? Yes, it is. So that's like one piece cast.
That's it.
And this is kind of like a bit of metal that's been bent round.
Seems
90
to
degrees.
Be, that's it. Yeah, and it's.
So I presume this has got. You're supposed to give you more sustain or something. Is that right?
That's it. I mean, I know that so a lot of people that were going for at one point the Laquan sort of badass bridge type, which was a massive, chunky, high mass bridge, and that's what I got on mine, my jazz at home. It just the more mass there, so the more sustained. So I think they've tried to up what they've done from the standard to try and give that a bit more sustained with this.
Right. So okay, it's open to discussion. You've got the bent bit of tin and you've got the mass. So, we could have a mass debate about all of that.
Mass debate.
I'll leave that up to you. So, cool, man. And what's the wood?
This is alder. Yeah,
Right.
American Select order. Again, order bodies on all of these, but they will just up the grade as we go up in the range of what they use. So yeah. So shall we have a look at the new edition?
I think we should, because
Yeah.
this looks very interesting and very different too.
Yeah. So there's a couple of features. Thanks, man.
So this is the Elite.
Yes, up to the Elite. So, like on the P-Bass we went through as well, it's a slightly different neck profile. So straight away I can feel that this is a little bit thicker again, but this has got a compound radius to it. So it goes from a modern C up to a D shape. Obviously the visible sort of difference, you've got the block inlays on these.
That's the first thing that strikes me, is the block inlays. And they're dark, aren't they?
They are. They're actually quite a nice sort of like oiled sort of effect.
You say nice.
Swirled. You don't like them, do you?
Not my cup of tea.
No.
And also you've got this bound neck.
Yes, yeah, black binding around the neck.
Not my thing, but
No.
you know, hey, each to his own.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, I'm a fan of the 75 jazz bass, which is normally like a natural finish, and these, the maple board with the block inlays. Right. So when I saw these, yes, I've got one just behind us.
What is that?
Us. That one's a Japanese jazz of Pete's.
Is it?
Yeah. Which is a lovely one. So this is, very similar sort of styling. This is rosewood board with the perloid inlays on it as well. So
See,
just
I don't mind the
reverse.
block. I don't mind the block so much when in white.
On
It's just the
rosewood.
black that freaks me out.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it looks great with the black body and the black pickguard. I love that combination. But again, each to his own. Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
One thing I didn't mention on the P-Bass is they've got a new truss rod adjustment, which they use on the Elite guitars as well.
Okay.
Down right at the base of the neck, so it's meant to be just quicker and easier just to get in there and make the
So
adjustments if you
basically,
need
as
to.
long as you've got something kind of the right width, you can just shove anything in it. And
I think so. Yeah.
Because these are very Allen key size dependent. You have to have the right size Allen key for that, otherwise you ain't adjusting nothing. Whereas at least with this, I think you could probably, if you had a little
stuck halfway through
screwdriver, you could just get it
around.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, it makes it a little bit more easy to adjust.
Cool.
You've got the noiseless jazz bass pickups, which there is one on the Elite P bass, which is in the bridge. They use this is just a double set of those, which is the brand new, it's the 4th generation of noiseless pickup. So they do sound lovely. Takes out the way any of that excess hum, and you've got the EQ built in. So this is the 18-volt preamp, like the P bass as well.
Okay, so you've got the option here. You can just have passive, classic jazz bass tones, and then you kick this in, and then you've got
A nice boost.
active, modern bass sound, right?
Yeah, that's it. No, it's a really versatile bass. And it's just getting them in your hands and just giving them a go, because even between them, I feel straight away, just even the finishing on the neck, so they are slightly different, and it does adapt the way you approach your bass. I think, how you sit with it, how you feel. So,
Well, listen, enough talk.
Yeah.
I think it's time to see how it sounds.
Great.
What do you say?
So let's start. I've got that on both pickups.
Well, I'll tell you, we'll start on the back.
Start on the back, and we're on the passive switch at the moment.
Passive. So, okay, back pickup, passive. I'm going to switch between the pickups. We'll have for the back, we'll have the front, we'll have both, and then I'll put in the active EQ and I'll fiddle about with that, so you can hear, all the different sounds. Oh yeah, well there you go, man. That's just obviously you've got so many sounds.
Exactly, it just opens it up to you can just you get anything out of this bass, and it's a really nice addition to see, because with the guitars, like the Strats and the Tellys in the Elite range, you can really feel and see that difference and hear the difference. So I've just been really keen to get these in, so and just have that extra options.
Well, the one thing we haven't talked about is price. So
yes,
talk me through where's the standard? That one?
That's the standard. That's right.
So standard.
So we're looking at it's $594 for the standard jazz bass here.
That's English UK pounds sterling.
That's
so
it.
Just about £600.
Yeah, about £600 for that one.
No case.
No case. No.
So if you're gonna buy this, you're either going to use it at home, or if you want a case, you're going to have to budget that in. So
yeah.
Okay.
And then we jump up quite a little bit, like we do with the P bass as well. It's quite a jump. It might probably worth mentioning that the Fender range have an American special, which is kind of like just under £1,000, £900 to £1,000, which is kind of like a mid ground between your Mexican standard and the American professional.
Okay.
To my knowledge, there isn't one for the bass yet. I don't know if they're going to think about doing that, but that's why it seems to be quite a bigger jump. So $594 to $1,448. So yeah, it's about 800 quid more. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but then that's completely American built bass. All the pros from that, the upgrades.
Getting a nice case for that.
Nice
case.
Couple
£100 worth of case. So.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, molded case. Actually, you now get the Elite case with this as well. So instead of the standard sort of Fender molded, they have upgraded what you get with the American professionals than you did with the standard. So
how generous.
How generous, yes.
Okay, and then we're going up to the Elite.
And then to the Elite, yes. So that is this one, remind myself, 1842. So another £400. But with that, say noiseless pickups, the active, the 18-volt preamp, the extra sort of finishing options, the neck joint. I think it's a nice little jump. And once you're already at this stage, if you like those active options, I think it's one to consider. Absolutely.
As with the P bass, it's really two different beasts. Classic jazz bass tones out of this, which you get out of this. One thing I did notice, actually, what you don't get on this is when it's in passive mode, you can't alter the tone.
Right. Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
The tone only works when the active's kicked in. So that's kind of one thing you lose.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't have any tone controls on this.
Good shout.
Yeah, and it was the same with the P bass too.
Right.
So that's one thing to think about.
Yeah,
and of course,
nice.
once the active is kicked in, then you've just got this myriad of all sorts of different tones.
Yeah.
So they're really, well, the thing to do is come down to Andertons, check them out. They're all in stock, or hopefully they are.
Yeah.
And well, Lee will be here. He'll talk you through it.
Yeah, come see me. Yeah, I can talk you through whatever you need.
Do your deal. Not me.
Do a deal. But yeah, absolutely. So we're doing a lot of focus on our bass department at the moment, and any bass players out there that wants a little bit more options, especially in the Fender range, this is the next level of their American range. Before you get into vintage and custom shop, this is the top. So come and give them a go, see what you think yourself, and come find me if you need anything answered.
There you go. Say no more. So what we're going to do, we're going to say goodbye now. At the end, we're just going to cut some footage together so you can hear what these are like, sort of side by side, because we played them and then stopped and then played something else. But we'll just do a little bit at the end where you can see everything side by side, and then you can see the tonal variations between them. Yeah. And that's it. I think we're done here. So thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please subscribe. Click on the link below. Wherever that is. And if you enjoyed it, come back and see us again. I've been Nathan.
And I've been Lee.
See you next time. Bye.